What's up, guys? We're back with a precision leak detection quick tip, and today we're going to talk about why exactly you need to focus on more than just a swimming pool when you're performing a swimming pool leak detection. Alright guys, so today we performed a leak detection on a swimming pool that is fairly simple and straightforward, but it very obviously, from looking at the pool construction and looking at the equipment, is an older setup. So that gave me an idea for this video today, is that when you're performing leak detection, sometimes the problem is not with the plumbing line or with the structure itself, but rather it's going to be a problem with the equipment. So what we discovered today is that with older setups like this, if you're taking a look at the pool pump, there's no Janey valves here. There's no valves where we can remove a lid and get access to the plumbing lines. So what we did on this leak detection is we removed the lid from the pool pump. We put our injector plug straight into that suction line that's going to the skimmer, and then we pressure tested that plumbing line just fine. But the issue when we get to the return line is we obviously have no valves that we can access here. So we only have two options. One is pressure testing through the filter, or two, we can eject from the pool line. We do have a gateway valve here that we can try to test against. Sometimes this works. A lot of times it doesn't. So what we did is we sent our pressure through the back of the pump housing. That sends pressure through the filter, through the return line, and to the pool jets. What we discovered when we tried to pressure test that way is that this filter actually has a crack in the back of the housing that when we built up the pressure in the plumbing line and in the filter, it started to spray water out of that crack quite violently. So what that told us is when this pump's running, we most likely have a small stream of water coming out of that crack, and the leak might actually be related to the filter. Another reason we can draw that conclusion is talking to the customer. They told us that this pool is only going down 2 inches in a week. And so we know that if we can find anything, it's likely going to be something very small. If we're talking about a structural leak or a broken plumbing line, almost always that pool is going to be losing more water than just 2 inches in a week. So as soon as we saw that leak in this filter housing, we can start to connect the dots and realize that this might be the only issue that's going on. So I'll go ahead and put up the video of that crack in the back of this filter housing and show you what it looks like when it's leaking and when the pump is running. But the lesson for the day is this: if you're ever performing a swimming pool leak detection, it's really good practice to go ahead and just turn all the equipment on first thing. As soon as you get there, turn the pump on, watch everything run, because you might just find a leak at the equipment before you ever even get started with the pool. And if you do that, you can save yourself a lot of heartache, a lot of time, a lot of frustration, because you know that you've already found an issue with the pool and the pool equipment as soon as you got here. So I'll go ahead and put that video up. Comment, give this video a like, subscribe if you want to see more videos like this in the future. But comment and let me know what you think. I'm trying to create more short form videos like this with quick pool leak tips that can be beneficial to all of you. So let me know what you think about this video in the comments below.